Hey Fit Friends, what's good? It's Lee Swigum with Al Frederick Sport Performance and Fitness here in Scottsdale, Arizona, coming to you on another beautiful day here in the desert. This week we're going to be pushing triple digits, even supposed to get up to 108-ish a few days this week, so going to start getting hot down here. We're going to start getting our workouts in a little earlier in the day or a little later in the day, try to avoid that triple digit heat. But either way, getting those workouts in nonetheless. Gyms are starting to open up around the country, which I know we're all excited about. Happy to be back in there, so have that opportunity or that option to work out in the air conditioning again, which is awesome. So today, coming to you with an exercise that is going to be easier to do in the gym because it probably is going to require a pair of dumbbells, or most commonly done with dumbbells. All right, it is a full body activity, really engages core, shoulders, chest, arms, actively works the back for pulling, and does engage that lower core, upper thighs, and hip area. So it's not actively working the lower body, but it still uses that a lot for stabilization. So a really good full body exercise. You can use it during a workout as a finisher. If you pick up the pace with it a little bit, it can involve some cardio. So really a great full body exercise. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Renegade Row. All right, so basically what a Renegade Row is, a planking on dumbbells doing a low row. You can do single arms, so one arm at a time. You can alternate, and then to really challenge it or make it more challenging, to challenge yourself, you can add a push-up to it. So I'm going to show you those three varieties today. So here we go with the Renegade Row. Okay, first one I'm going to demonstrate is the single arm Renegade Row. I'm going to do one arm at a time, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some key points of it and what to focus on when doing that, some common errors when doing it. So I'm going to get set, planking on dumbbells. I'm just going to do one arm at a time. So I'm going to have it right below my shoulders. I'm not looking to have a really wide base with this, and where I would be for a push-up. And I'm going to start off with a row, single arm. All right, and I can switch arms. All right, so that's your basic single arm Renegade Row. A few things to focus on is staying square. So keeping my shoulders parallel to the ground or the floor. Same thing with my hips. What I have a tendency to see a lot or want to do when I do this is as I pull is rotate my shoulders and hips in this regard, in this way, in this fashion. Because that's gonna, when I start to pull weight, it pulls that shoulder down, and the body to compensate is gonna wanna rotate to make that easier and stay balanced. Use your core muscles to stay squared away. Try to avoid that rotation. Because as I go back and forth, I'm gonna start rocking typically. It's gonna look pull, pull, and then I'm using a lot of momentum to pull. All right, I'm not engaging the core hold the whole time. So probably the most common thing, biggest thing to concentrate on is staying nice and square. Again, shoulders squared up to the floor of the ground. Same with my hips, okay? The other thing to concentrate on is maybe trying to keep my feet as narrow as possible, or as I get better with this, narrowing up my feet. At the beginning, I may start with them, you may start with them really wide. Why? Because a wide base creates more balance and stability, or gives you that sense. Just like a four-wheel vehicle versus a bicycle, two-wheel bicycle. Four wheels wide, you're gonna have more stability and balance. So typically, you're gonna feel like if I'm nice and narrow, as I pull, it's gonna pull me off balance. So naturally, my body spreads those feet really wide, creates a wide base, using less of my core to stabilize myself. So concentrate on those couple things. Square to the ground, and try to keep those feet as narrow as possible, all right? So that's a single arm. We're just gonna repeat the same arm 10, 12, 15 or more times, and then you're gonna do the other side. All right, and the next option for the Renegade Row will be the alternating. This is probably the most common you'll see, or the most commonly done, is you're gonna alternate back and forth between arms. Again, the thing that I want you to concentrate on the most with this, or pay attention to, is your shoulders staying square to the floor, your hips staying square, not that you're rocking back and forth too much. Use your core and your arms, back, and shoulders to do the pull, not the momentum or the rocking motion. So this is what it would look like to go alternating. All right, Get a nice solid plank, feet as narrow as you can, and we're gonna row. Back and forth, get a nice good squeeze, just like you would with your regular dumbbell row. Of course, there's gonna be a tiny bit of a rotation, not gonna stay exactly perfectly level, but that's what you're shooting for, all right? All right, so that's your alternating Renegade Row. All right, then once you've perfected the Renegade Row, you're starting to move up in weight with it a little bit, getting a really good balance, and you need to challenge yourself a little bit more. We simply add a push-up to it, and that's going to look like this. So, push-up, row, push-up, row. And again, you could do same arm, repeated, or you can alternate like I am here. Alright, so that cranks things up a little bit more, gets more of the body involved, more movement, that heart rate up a little bit more, and it really engages the core even more. Makes you have to really stabilize and use those muscles even more than you did when you were doing just the basic row, or the basic Renegade Row. So that's one of my favorites because again, it engages pretty much the whole body. Really good for stabilization. Again, gets that heart rate going, works the arms, chest, shoulders, back, little bit of everything. So hopefully you'll enjoy doing the Renegade Row like I do. Add it to your workout. If you have questions, feel free to message me. Comment below. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a video. Try to get out 1 to 2 new ones a week, if not more. We take it from the very basics all the way through athletic training and your Olympic lifts. So if you're in the Phoenix area and you'd like to get together for a private session, we'll go through a good dynamic stretch, make sure your muscles are working properly, you're properly aligned, and get the maximum out of your workouts. Feel free to hit me up, we can get together. So, all right guys, thanks for joining me today. Be blessed, we'll see you soon. Peace.